YouTube Nation, what's up? Big Truth here with you. Wanted to make one more video addressing the Dallas Cowboys and the rest of the NFC East because honestly, you guys are not in the playoffs, therefore you are irrelevant. Get that through your fucking head. You are now irrelevant. Nobody cares. You're not going to be talked about again, or shouldn't be at least. You're not getting a new head coach. All right? So the Black Monday thing and all that stuff, no one's going to be reporting news about that. You're not in the playoffs, so there's not going to be no analyzing matchups or anything for you there. You're irrelevant. You're done. You're not newsworthy on anything. With that said, I'm getting a lot of fucking messages and everything of people saying, well, you should have, everybody had you blowing us out, but you only won by 2 points. Let me tell you something. You beat, with Romo, by the way, beat a very terrible Redskins team that was packing it in. I mean, hell, the Minnesota Vikings were playing teams tougher than what the Redskins were. Shanahan knew he was fired. They were clearly packing it in with their backup quarterback. And with Romo, you barely beat them by 1 point. Barely. A lot of bad things could have happened on that 4th and 10 or 4th and 12, whatever it was. Now you got it done. A win is a win. Congratulations, you swept the Redskins. But don't sit here and tell me about point spreads and everything else. I don't give a fuck. A win is a win. To the people saying that, well, we could have easily won because we had the ball last, and if he didn't throw that interceptions, what if? If Nick Foles wouldn't have fumbled, you know, if this would have happened, if that would have happened. Point is, it didn't happen. Therefore, Eagles won the game. Just because it's at the end of the game, that makes it more important than the beginning of the game or the middle. I mean, give me a break. Use your fucking head. Don't give me that damn bullshit. You're whining because you lost. Now, you put a better fight than I thought you would. But you know what? I should have knew it. EDP and everybody else said it would be a close game. All right? I should have listened. I was too busy looking at the teams on paper and what we did throughout the season and where we are now that I wasn't thinking about, look, it's a divisional game. Win or go home. No other chances. This is it. This is pretty much a playoff game in your stadium amongst your fans when the media didn't give you a chance. You know what that does to players when they think the whole world's against them? When no one's giving them a chance? It was set up in favor for you. It really was. The situations, the hype, the everything. It was all set up for you. You had the underdog role in your stadium, in your house, everything, all set up for you. We didn't have enough footage of Kyle Orton in your system to know exactly what to expect. It was all set up for you. And you still lost. Get over yourselves. To the people that say you would have won with Orton, provide me proof. Provide me proof. You can't because, Romo didn't play. So you can't tell me you would have won with Romo. Romo would have held on to the ball a little bit longer. Maybe he gave us a chance to get there. Orton was really good at getting the ball out. 3-step, 4-step drop, boom. He played well, minus some 2 interceptions. You had Romo against the Skins, barely got it done. You were 8-7 with Romo all year. We were 9-6. So don't tell me like Romo was this MVP candidate that wasn't there. I'm tired of hearing the excuses. I told you weeks and weeks and weeks ago, Dallas, you're in trouble. This is your last shot to win this division for a while. Unless we have major injuries next year or the year after, whatever like that. But we're an up-and-coming team. You're staying with Garrett. Which makes me happy. I know it pisses you off, but you're going to stay with, Now, I'm kind of in a bind. On one hand, I want your Cowboys to fire Monty Kiffin because obviously he plays Chip Kelly's offense tough. So I do kind of want him gone. On the other hand, he sucks against everybody else, which means you're going to have usually, you know, have a better chance of losing all your other games. So it's like, you know. So I'm tired of hearing the excuses. A win is a win. I mean, as bad as Atlanta Falcons were, the last 2 weeks, they gave San Fran and the Panthers one hell of a game. And they're a shitty team. Any given Sunday. But when you find yourself in an unexpected dogfight, you got to have the team, the perseverance and everything to get through it. And the Eagles did that. What do I say? Giants, I honestly see you not getting any... I don't see you getting much better. Will you be a win or two better or something like that? Yeah, maybe I can see that happening, but I don't see you guys winning the division next year. I don't see the Redskins winning the division next year. I mean, you're the second worst team in the league. You should have the second draft pick in the league, you know, in the draft. But you don't because the Rams have it. So you can't even use that. So I don't see the Redskins doing anything. And the Cowboys, I see you being status quo. Average. So I see the Eagles win the division next year. I know I'm getting way ahead of myself. But I do. Unless there's major injuries. Unless like Nick Foles goes down or McCoy or, you know, the defense is ravaged with injuries and stuff like that. You know. But personnel-wise, I see us improving. I see us addressing the defense. I really do. There's a safety that'll probably be available, Jarius Byrd from the Buffalo Bills. I hope to God we get him. That'll be fucking awesome because that'll improve our safety play so much. And that's probably the weakest part of our team, our secondary. But if you had to narrow down our secondary, it'd be the safeties. Tried telling you guys. You guys want to talk all this shit. And you want to bring up Super Bowls. All right, I'm going to try to save you guys embarrassment. All right. When you talk about when you get your ass kicked, well, we didn't kick your ass, but we pretty much prevented you from being in the playoffs. In other words, you're irrelevant. You're done. All right, Eagles won the division. Whenever you guys lose, you want to bring up the Super Bowls. That doesn't make us Eagles fans mad. I don't know what you're trying to do with that. Maybe try to get under our skin, but what you're not realizing is it makes you look bad. Pretty much it's like you saying, fuck it, I got nothing. You beat us, I got nothing, fuck it, 5 Super Bowls. That's pretty much what you look like. What relevance does that have? Maybe that's the same mindset your owner has, and maybe that's why you guys are just been shit the last 18 years. Because you're happy with the past, you're settled. If that's the case, get the fuck out of the league. Bring in another team. Another team that actually is looking to win now. That's what it looks like. And the only way you're going to change that perception is to stop bringing it up. Reminisce amongst your own fan base. For those of you that can actually remember watching them Super Bowl wins and everything. Reminisce amongst your own fan base. Be proud of that. You know, if the Eagles won a Super Bowl this year, for example, 10 years from now, I would not be talking about it using it as trash talk material. Okay? I'd reminisce, you know, I'd probably DVR the game and rewatch it for as long as I live, but, you know, as trash talking material, it's really sad. It's really sad. I have fucking... There's Cowboys fans that say that the Eagles and Cowboys are not a rivalry. Because it's only a rivalry to us. Again, it's Dallas Cowboys fans trying to put themselves higher than everybody else. That's what's wrong with you. That's why people don't like you. Are we a rivalry? Have we ever been dominant at the same exact fucking time? No. You guys were dominant in the 90s. Congratulations, you won Super Bowls. We were pretty much dominant in the 2000s. We got to a lot of NFC East championships. There was always a team on our way. It was never the Cowboys. And, you know, we didn't win Super Bowls. But the point is, we were pretty much dominant. We were a winning team for most of that decade while the Cowboys were down. So we've never been like beasts at the exact same time. So, but at the same time, who should be your rivalry right now? Who should be your rivalry right now? Who stopped you? Who prevented you from going to the playoffs? It was us. It was us. It's not so much that we think you're a rivalry anymore because, like I said, Dallas has been shit for the last 18 years. It's not that we consider you a rivalry. It's that we just don't like you. Even if you had 0 Super Bowls, by acting the way you guys act, being America's team, a hole in your roof so God can look down on his beloved Cowboys, shit like that. We just don't like you. We don't like the arrogance. And honestly, Philly fans are not alone. Why do you think Giants and Redskins fans actually wanted us to beat you? We're in the same division. They should hate us just as much. But they actually wanted us to beat you. Nobody likes you. And maybe you don't care about not being liked. That's fine. I'm just letting you know it has nothing to do with how many Super Bowls you've won. It has nothing to do with that. No one's envious of nothing. Nobody should be able to talk shit about Super Bowls anymore right now. The last team that was able to talk shit was the Baltimore Ravens. They're now eliminated, not in the playoffs. Therefore, their talking should be done. Someone else is going to win it. They did not defend their title. Do you see how this should work? This is how it should work. Whatever. I'm going to upload some more videos. So if I'm wearing the same thing, that's why. Peace out, guys.